For over 3,000 years, one civilization built a universe of gods more complex than anything in history. Not just Ra, not just Anubis, hundreds. Some created the sun. Some devoured your soul. One was erased from history. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why the Egyptians weren't worshipping animals. They were decoding the cosmos. Welcome to Kemet Hive. Before creation, there was nothing. Only Nun, infinite dark water. No sky, no earth, no light. Then something impossible happened. A god created himself. Atum rose from the waters. In later traditions, he merged with Ra, becoming Ra-Atum, the complete solar force. Ra wasn't just the sun, he was order itself. Every day he sailed across the sky. Every night he entered the Duat to fight the chaos serpent, Apophis. If Ra lost, the sun would never rise again. Think about that. Every sunrise was proof the universe survived the night. And that's just the beginning, because Ra's own family would tear the cosmos apart. From Ra came air and moisture, Shu and Tefnut. They produced earth and sky, Geb and Nut. Nut arched over the world, covered in stars. Their children? The most dangerous family in mythology. Osiris, Isis, Set, Nephthys. Osiris became divine king of Egypt. He taught agriculture, law, civilization. But his brother Set wanted power, so he murdered him. Not metaphorically. He trapped Osiris in a coffin, then dismembered his body and scattered the pieces across Egypt. Isis refused to accept it. She searched the entire land, reassembled his body, and through forbidden magic, resurrected him long enough to conceive a son, Horus. Horus grew up to challenge Set. They fought for years, lost eyes, transformed into animals, battled in court before the gods. And in the end, Horus became king, which is why every pharaoh was called the living Horus. But while gods fought for thrones, something far more terrifying waited in the afterlife.
When you died, you didn't go to heaven, you went to trial. Waiting for you was Anubis. He guided your soul to the scales. On one side, your heart. On the other, the feather of Maat, the principle of cosmic balance. If your heart was heavier than truth, you were devoured by Amit, part lion, part hippo, part crocodile. No second chances, no punishment, just erased. That's why mummification mattered. That's why morality mattered. The Egyptians weren't obsessed with death. They were obsessed with balance. But not all gods ruled through fear. Thoth, the ibis-headed scribe, recorded judgment itself, inventor of writing. Hathor, goddess of joy, music, motherhood. Sekhmet nearly destroyed humanity when Ra sent her to punish rebellion. Ptah, who, according to Memphis theology, created the universe through thought and speech. Sobek, raw Nile power. Bastet, protector of the home. These weren't random animal heads, they were symbolic codes. Falcon equals kingship. Jackal equals cemetery guardian. Lioness equals solar destruction. Ibis equals calculation and precision. The Egyptians were mapping natural forces onto divine forms, and then one god tried to erase them all. Aten. Under Pharaoh Akhenaten, Egypt briefly became almost monotheistic. Aten, the sun disk, was declared the only god. Temples to other gods were closed, names erased. But after Akhenaten's death, the old gods returned. The experiment failed. Because Egyptian belief wasn't about one force, it was about balance between many. These gods shaped the pyramids, the Valley of the Kings, the entire concept of divine kingship. Their names still survive because their ideas were timeless. Order versus chaos, life versus death, balance versus destruction. So here's the question. If your heart were weighed tonight, would it be lighter than Ma'at's feather? Comment below. Which Egyptian god represents you, and why? And if you want more deep dives into ancient Kemet that go beyond textbooks and into the real symbolism, subscribe to Kemet Hive, because next week, we decode the Book of the Dead. Stay royal.